they not teaching our daughters? The common sense tells you, like, somebody can walk in here right now with a gun and say everybody strip naked. I'm the first person naked. I'm gonna get naked quick.
Pause.
I know. Okay, I'm going there. I'm gonna be the pause button today. I don't care.
Real life.
It ain't real life. Just ain't real. Real life street stars. You know what time it is.
Hello, people. We're back at it again.
Hey.
I know every time we leave, y'all miss us. It is another episode of So Let's Talk About It, the podcast. Before we jump into it, though, if you're not subscribed to this channel, you have already failed on your New Year's resolutions.
Damn.
Subscribe. Tell a friend. Like. Comment. We appreciate it all. Every time you do it, every single last one of you guys, what is it?
1.4, let's just say.
1.4 million people. We love you. We appreciate every single last one of you. Just so you know, in case you haven't heard it today, you are amazing.
Let's go.
Now, on this couch, you may see some familiar but unfamiliar faces. Familiar because they're on Reallyfe Street Stars, but unfamiliar because I believe this is the first time that they're on. So let's talk about it. So, of course, we have the beautiful Miss Media Bay. We have Mr. Busy Bee. He has on yellow. That's amazing.
So busy bee-ish.
Yeah, so busy bee-ish. Was that on purpose?
Yeah.
I love that. Love that for you. Love that.
Go with it.
If you got a problem, he gonna solve it. BIg Homie.CC.
Oh no.
Yeah. We do have Real Life Joker. We
All
have
right.
Real Life Rook. And we have me, Angel White, the baddest albino entertainer, and your favorite host. We're not gonna waste any time jumping into our topic at hand. Joker.
Now let's get right to it, man. The first thing we're gonna pop off with, because it seems like, this does kind of resolve around everybody in every situation y'all been in, is we want to talk about abusive relationships.
Well, who the hell told you I was abused?
No, either you weren't or you weren't, but I'm sure you observed an abusive relationship.
No.
And I want to start off with the question of how long do you stay in an abusive relationship, and what are signs of an abusive relationship? And I'm gonna let BIg Homie kick it off because he's the guest of honor. If you can answer either one of those two questions, as far as how long do you stay in one, and what are signs of an abusive relationship?
Have you been abused in a relationship?
Have you been abused? What
It could be triggering.
Yeah, right. You start thinking about it like, oh,
Because really, the reality of it is,
he suffers
it's
from
not
abuse.
acknowledged enough that men can be abused in a relationship. It's not acknowledged enough.
It's not.
So if this is triggering for any of the male people on the scalp, let us know.
It's a
We
safe
here.
space.
We're here for you.
Yeah, so you play with me one time, I'm gone. So I'm the type wait for you to go to sleep and just never see me again. So
Beefing tonight.
Wait, what? Go to sleep? So,
yeah, like you play with me too many times. Soon as you take the little nap, I'm gone.
but wait a minute. Were they playing with you like mentally, physically abused? Like what was going on?
Now, if you trying to do something physical, you really done lost it. Yeah, if you come to me like that, like what? These hands, murder weapons. I can't be putting my hands on no female. Like if you try me like that, I know you just then you done hit the map too many times. You ready to crash out now? I can't be around it. You gotta go and get up out of there.
So have you ever been with someone who's been abused in the past, or
Seems like
while
every
you were talking to
female-
him? Yeah.
Seems like every female I meet been abused.
Really?
Better thing for women? Is it?
I've been abused. So I mean, it's 1 out of 2.
No,
What does abuse for you
I was
look
being
like?
funny.
Yeah.
Oh.
What does abuse for you
What's the
look like?
definition
I used to
of
get my
abuse?
ass beat.
Mm.
Like I used to get my ass beat. I felt like it was because I didn't make tacos and I made spaghetti. He wanted tacos. Like I feel like it was just for any reason, but it was after he got out of jail. So
Oh yeah.
Motherfucker just handed me a celery sandwich the other day. That's crazy.
yeah, I didn't do something right. Yeah. So
Closed fist, open fist.
it was he tried not to hit my face, although sometimes he did hit my face, but it was mostly like body. Because he used to always say I was too beautiful to hit my face. But I do remember having a busted eye and a busted lip. And I used to always think that was before wearing makeup. So I used to always think that my parents didn't know or they didn't see it. So I would always try to go over there and like hide my face, not knowing that it's really big and not, because that's when you're going through that. I don't think that you really pay attention to what others can see.
Can I ask how long did you stay and why did you stay?
So I stayed for about 2 years. And why did I say it? Because I was young and dumb. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I was 19 and I felt like it's a whole situation with this. It's not just me getting beat. He had 2 other women. So I felt like I was fighting for my man. I wanted to stay with my man. So I felt like, I'm gonna do what I need to do to fight for my man. And this was the father of my son. So that was a big thing. But I think I probably stayed for like 2 years, and then he flipped me over the balcony. And when I woke up, my son was the only person up, like around me, and I left him cold turkey.
First of all, let me apologize for that. Yeah. When I hear women speak like that, that they have these encounters with men, and I got Mike. And it's just crazy to me. Like I can even see a man that would go to that depth with a woman. Man, my mouth is such a serious weapon, and I don't even mean using curse words with a woman. I mean, pause. Yeah.
The mouth is serious weapon.
Yeah, for the I did say woman though. Yeah, but no, I understand. Yeah, we redact that. We hit the pause button. Yeah, I went in there, but yeah, but
But I think for some men, I think in some situations for men it really be a mental thing, and I really think it'd be a security thing, an insecurity thing. And I think it is also an upbringing thing, because
I think some men don't know the difference between. I think people in general, especially amongst blacks, we don't know the difference between love and control. We identify with control as love, and we think that if I don't control the situation, then that means that I'm not in love. And I think that's one of the biggest misperceptions amongst black Americans here. We don't understand the difference between love and control. And anyway, back to the situation which you was in. Sometimes the reason why we don't leave is because you've never had anything to compare it against. If you had now you know. You understand what I'm saying? Unfortunately, but now you know. Now you have a comparative analysis to be able to say, hey, I'll never go through that shit again. Now you can look at it and see. And unfortunately, you had to go through that in order to become the person that you are. And thank God you survived that.
Of course. And I think the crazy thing is I had my dad in my life. My dad didn't hit my mom. So me going into a situation and being there for so long, you'd be like, well, what the hell? When my daddy found out, him and my cousin literally went over there, and my mom say they beat the shit out of him, but I don't remember the whole situation, but yeah. So
what's weird is Big Homie and I come from the same situation. My mom and dad fought like shit, Ali and Frazier. Shit, like but they was both young, but one thing I knew is that both of my parents loved me. I mean, let me speak for my situation. I don't want to speak for you, big dog. But we both come from situations where our parents fought one another. But for me, it was traumatizing for me to look at that type of shit. And I just realized that a man we're just so much stronger than a woman. And my mother, even though my mother provoked a lot of that stuff. My father be gone. He probably was out with a little something. He'd come in the house as soon as the door shut, my mother hopped on his ass. I mean, like
putting hands and feet on.
Yeah, say it again.
If she was putting hands and feet on.
Oh yeah, she was on him like a sweater. And
and see the crazy thing is that before, like with him, he was my first. Like that was my son's father was my the dude I actually married. I found myself hitting on him when he came home and did that type of stuff. Before, I wasn't even doing that.
You imitated.
Yes, I was definitely hurt.
Yes, we imitate that.
Let me ask you, this is from Big Homie and Rook. Do y'all ever see a time to where, not saying you condone putting hands on a woman, but has a woman pushed y'all to an edge to where you felt like I need to either defend myself physically or I need to jump in there and say, nah, we ain't about to do this, and I gotta put hands on you to stop whatever's about to happen? Yeah, take off.
I'm gonna say, I want to talk. Well, I'm gonna answer your question, but what I want to say to that is, I'm a victim of a nigga that's been in the game, right? And I'm gonna say this: that karma comes in all forms, shapes, and sizes. And I tell you this: my baby mama put me in the hospital one time. Man.
What?
So I'm just saying, like, karma comes in all shapes and sizes. And, and it's not supposed to go like that. You would think that, oh, no, I'll whoop her motherfucking ass. She put them balls on me, put me with a knife.
You allowed it, or you try to prevent it?
I tried to defend it, but the karma, when karma come, there ain't shit you can do about it.
Whew. Glad you made it out, bro. A knife.
Right.
A small cut hit an artery.
Yeah, right. And I got wounds. I got stab wounds, but karma. So I just want to, that's that. I feel like people don't, abuse it can go both ways, you know what I'm saying? But
For sure, it's
just karma goes both ways too. So
where do you think that came from? Where do you think that her abuse on you came from? Was it something
I feel like it was things that she's seen as her growing up and abuse that she's dealt with, of people in her family that she's seen.
It was a serrated knife?
It was
Big Homie
like
on
a
this
kitchen knife that you would
like a steak knife?
Yes. Yeah. All right.
That's one of the worst ones because it's gonna cut you
right,
inserting and exiting.
Right.
Shit.
Hospital, he was there.
All right.
Fighting for his life.
Nah, Joker wasn't there.
I wasn't there for that, but I heard about the moment it happened.
Right.
No, I'm saying y'all were
Yeah.
y'all were friends with that.
Oh yeah. No, it was tragic. Man, and that's the thing. As far as at what point you said you try to defend yourself, but
yeah, it wasn't going down like you would think it. Yeah. No, like.
So the question is, and Big Homie, you can answer this too. You said someone could try to put their hands on you. As men, do you touch a woman if they do come at you?
Absolutely.
What I would say is, what I remember one time when I was married with my son's mother. She attacked me, and I restrained her so much, and I got so angry that all I can remember is just like muffing her, like wanting to just overpower. But I had to muffin her, and I remember when my mom saw me, my mom looked at me, and my mom said, I don't like that. My face was all scratched up. My mother said, I ain't give birth to that child. Yeah. I don't want my child looking like that. Right. So my mother said, everybody keep their hands to themselves, and a woman should know not to attack no damn man.
That's what my mother used to say.
Not to attack no man, you should know.
If a weapon is involved and a woman is coming at you with any type of weapon, she's no longer a woman. I'm just gonna tell you that.
Okay, yeah.
Because that weapon can get very dangerous in your life, straight up.
Yeah. First law of the universe is preserve thyself, man.
Right.
Shit, without you, there is no you. So you gotta protect yourself.
Right.
I've seen men take a slap.
Yeah, you can take a slap.
I've seen men take a punch. I've seen men take a lot of abuse because they know that they're men and they know if I exert my force on them, it'll be detrimental to that person's health. So I've seen men take a lot of abuse. I'm not gonna lie.
I want to ask you a question. I'm gonna swing the back.
Maybe
I
I'll
want
take
to
a lot
swing
of
back to
abuse.
one of the women. Some women, they say when a man, when they do that, they want that man to hit them. They say that's what I want to touch on. I've heard that.
You don't want me to hit you.
Well,
that's almost like that toxic connection. He loved me, he cared about me, hit me. Yeah, is that true?
Some women are like that, and it is based off how they was raised, what they saw their mama put up with, and this, that, and the third. I want to start by saying, one, I've never been abused in my marriage. And I don't even think it would even be necessary. If look at me the wrong way, I'm gonna start crying. So I'm gonna get smacked right real. I'm gonna get smacked right. Yeah, I'm gonna get smacked right real fast because I don't like when he is even upset. Because we're all human, right? So you get upset with your mate, things that they do. So even when he be mad at me, I'd be sad. Because I'm what I gotta do to make it right?
You know what that means? That means you and your divine feminine.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely.
And a man, and that makes him have a braking system.
Oh yeah.
You actually have power over that.
Yeah. And you know what? And I don't even some women would exert that power with him, but it's I remain where I am with it, and so I'm not argumentative. So even when there's something wrong, I will easily be well, how can we fix it? Even if it's upon me to fix it. What can I do to fix it? Because one, I don't want you to be angry with me, one. And two, I don't want you to be angry at all in life. You deal with enough going outside and making money and being a man and being a black man that I don't even want you to have to even feel that emotion. So what can I do to make it right. So we don't often argue at all. Actually, like we're very very much able to like have conversations and like figure things out or whatever. So there's not even emotional abuse there at all. Because I'm not gonna do that to him. He doesn't deserve that, and he's not gonna do it to me because I don't deserve that. It's a way to address problems when problems come, and there's a way to do it respectfully and in a loving way. So I feel like we have that understanding. However, I began being abused in a relationship when I was 16.
Mm-hmm.
And the way that it was said to me was, "Oh, I'm making you tough. You're too soft.
He need his ass whooped.
So I'm gonna make you
Oh,
tough."
she not the only one.
And
like
so,
that's not the
Really?
Yeah, so basically like he would hit me, like punch me, in my side or in my thigh, and it's like, "Don't cry, I'm making you tough," right? And one day, the last day, he got upset with me because I guess his parents didn't know that I was at the house or whatever. And I went to say something to him because I didn't know that his parents didn't know that I was there either. So when I yelled like, "Hey," like I was trying to get his attention, he got upset and he was angry and he came downstairs and he choked me off the floor. And I had this huge mark around. I'm very fair skinned, of course.
You're so dark skinned, I understand.
Yeah, so I had this huge mark on my neck. And when he dropped me, he kicked me. So I ended up having like this huge bruise on my side too.
What?
And when I left and I went home, I just knew, even at that age, that you're not doing anything you're not teaching me anything with this. Because I had never truly been, like, I hadn't been abused like that in my family coming up and stuff like that. I didn't watch it. I didn't watch my mother be abused. I didn't watch my grandmother be abused. So I knew at that point that it wasn't normal. And when I said something to him, he started to cry. And to me, that just showed an ultimate weakness for him. Why are you crying? You did this to me. So that was the end of that relationship.
He was looking for sympathy.
Yeah, that was the end of that for me, because I'm like, nah, that just don't seem right. And my male friends, my male mutuals that I had were so angry when they saw me, and I refused to tell them what really happened in the moment. I didn't tell them, but they knew, because I guess they had heard about him just being like an angry person. And so I remember a good friend of mine, he's like, "I know who did it, and I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna fuck him up, because that's just not right, you know?" And he did do that. And that was it for that. I didn't do it. The two other times I've ever been abused in my life was over a man being insecure and feeling like he couldn't have control over me. And it only ever happened once. In one relationship, it happened once. He hit me and I hit him back. And I guess he knew at that moment, like, oh, I ain't gonna be able to just handle her like that, because you're not. The last time I ever had somebody put their hands on me, we were over. He came to my house. We were over. He came to my house to, I guess, have a conversation. He got mad and he hit me. And he hit me in my mouth. Damn. And my neighbor was a guy, and me and him had become, he was a cool guy. He came with his shotgun. And he came in and he told him, he said, "If I ever see you over here again, I will kill you.
Nail your ass out here, boy.
I will kill you." And he did not have to do that. Again, I was cool with him. He was a cool guy, but he didn't have to do that. And he said, if I ever see you come through that gate again, I don't give a damn what you're here for. I will shoot you dead. If you ever do this, if I see you near her, if I hear her screaming for her life, I will kill you. And that was the last time. And I understood that at the end of the day, any man that puts his hand on a woman in that situation where you're not defending yourself, it's just a weakness. It's a lack of discipline. It's a lack of self-control. And that's some shit that a man you got to figure that. You need some therapy. You need to figure that shit out, because that's not fair.
Yeah, I agree with Angel. And first of all, I want to commend you and Root, because I love y'all's relationship. A lot of people don't know how to communicate, and I think that's part of the issues with a lot of relationships. I can tell you one time that I remember, and I wasn't raised, like I said, I wasn't raised in a situation where my mama was ever hit. I remember my older sister used to get hit by her baby daddy, and I used to be like, "Oh, I'm never going through that," and then see myself in that same situation. And so I remember a time when my neighbor, he had came home. I was washing dishes. The water was on, and something happened, and he reacted, and he was in the living room beating me up. And the water downstairs started going downstairs, and this how long it was running.
Damn.
To where they had to call the maintenance. It was like, something's going on upstairs. The water's running. So they came to the door, and I acted like nothing was happening. And it was just like, they was like, you want me to call the police? They heard me get my ass beat. And I was like, oh no, I'm okay.
This was your neighbor?
This was the people downstairs.
Yes.
I didn't even know these people. I didn't even know, but the water was running. So the maintenance.
Who were you fighting?
My son's father. Yeah, no, I'm sorry.
No,
I'm sorry, my son's
I
father.
gathered the neighbors that the water was overflowing. She was washing dishes when they saw it, and they came to knock and say, "Hey, well, you know, our house is."
I thought
She
that's
did.
wild as
I mean,
hell right there.
I never.
Like the neighbor and lost.
No, I'm
his
sorry.
lost his top.
Look, thank you for being in. No,
Yeah,
I've only been.
Go catch that.
I have
Catch that
only
hell.
been in one situation where somebody has hit on me. That has been my son's father. Before, when I was like in college, me and my ex, we thought it was cool to hit and jump on each other's cars and stuff, but that was whole nother thing. But
You know what though? It's so messed up because I've had conversations with my friends and family members, and I used to wonder because I've never in my life hit a man that has not hit me first. I've never felt like it was okay to throw nothing at no man, to swing on a man, to put my hands on a man, because I was always taught that you're never going to be able to beat a man. And if you put your hands on a man, you are opening a door for him to knock you the hell out, because he can overpower you. He can hurt you way more than you can hurt him. And I think that it's just not taught to like women, especially Black women, are not teaching their daughters, hey, you don't put your hands on a man. If you have a problem with a man, remove yourself, call the police, do whatever you got to do. But you don't whoop on no man.
Unless you have a knife.
You don't put your hands on a man, because the moment he peeks you, you're going to be ready to call the laws.
And I think that...
No, I was going to say, I think when the people say, well, they're not teaching our daughters. The common sense tells you, like, somebody can walk in here right now with a gun and say, everybody strip naked. I'm the first person naked. I'm going to get naked quick.
Pause.
Okay, I'm going there. I'm going to be the pause button today. I don't care. Because he got the upper hand. He got the power. He got the power. The person got the power.
Pause again.
Most stick up men make you take everything off. They're going to strip you down naked. Wait, hold on, man. Let's get through the damn show. This nigga here. But the stick up man gonna do his move.
One thing that I can say.
So,
where were you going with
that? Where I was going was the man with the gun got the power. Whoever got the power, that's who you got to. You have to submit in that moment.
That was good.
No, and I understand what you're saying.
Angel, sorry.
Submission is crazy.
I'm not. It's
But
common sense to do. It's common sense. You gotta get taught certain things. That's
It's
common
sad
sense.
to say, but some
That's
people don't got
common
common sense.
So I have to say
Common
this.
sense.
So I don't think it was anything that my mom needed to teach me. I think it was what I went through that made me want to hit somebody when I had been through an abusive relationship. But before I was in that abusive relationship, I was soft girl all the way. Like, and I think that going through that relationship, you see it, you know it, because we talk about this. I think that going through that relationship, men now, they can barely see the soft girl in me. And that was my son, 18.
Yeah, so that's why I'm done with the whole relationship thing. Because like I can't fix a heart I didn't break. You know, I done had a girl swing on me before, so I had to grab the towel, put that over my hand, and grab her arm and just walk out the crib with her. You feel me?
Wait,
So then-
hold on, wait.
Tell them what
I
that
didn't
does.
see that. Like,
For
what?
those that don't know, tell them what the towel method is.
So when you put the towel over your hand, you're not gonna leave no bruises or no marks when you grab her, because if she called the police, I'm not getting the benefit of the doubt. I'm like, you got this big fucking gorilla up in here. Oh yeah, he beat you for sure. No,
He beat you for sure.
So like,
And it's so crazy. If y'all see my dude, he is smaller than Rook.
damn,
What?
Rook not even.
He ain't that little.
What you saying?
Rook.
Yeah, she
No,
Kevin
I
Hart
mean,
the
like
shit
Rook
out
is
of
like
him.
compared to everybody in
Dude
here.
look like Kevin Hart.
Rook-
He dropped kicking you or
I mean, I don't know, Joker. It was just like
You
it
be
was
slapping
so. Huh?
You be slapping him?
No, I wasn't. I was not fighting back at this time.
Oh, this your old dude.
Yeah, this is my old dude.
He had little man syndrome, little man
I think.
complex.
Yeah, maybe that too.
Let me ask for the fellas here, and I can hear from Busy B and Big Homie. Verbal abuse. How far do you let verbal abuse go?
Yeah, that's why I'm single right now. If you talk disrespectfully to me, I'm gonna lose all feelings for you, and I'm gonna have to get on up out of there because, like, I'm so nice to people, and I'm humble because I'm sensitive. Like, if you start talking too disrespectful, you must want to see me dead or something. So,
What did she say that made you leave?
man, oh girl, man, she was saying something about I'm not gonna be the man in this relationship. Cause she want to spend $75 on toilet paper. I'm like, sweetheart, like we don't even need this much.
What? Wait, hold on. What? Wait,
She
back
said
up.
to me, she said, the most I'm gonna do is go 50-50 with you. And I'm not gonna be the man in this relationship.
You not.
That's what she said. So I'm looking like, you saying this because first off, she said I walk too slow. But she running through the Costco. Like her hair bouncing. I'm like, sweetheart, nobody is moving this fast in the store. So now she's trying to snap on me. Oh, you just think you're a celebrity and you're entitled. I said, I don't even say nothing about you. So I'm just like, oh.
In your face. Your
like,
face is celebrity.
Right. I'm like,
Y'all
what?
in Costco and this is happening?
Yeah. So I was like, all right, I started making my plan for the great escape right there.
That was the beginning.
Yeah, I had to.
Costco with this shit.
She telling me her hair bouncing. I'm like, sweetheart, nobody is moving as fast as you in here. I'm not walking slow, you're running. Yeah, I had to go ahead and slide up out of there. She took the little nap, I was gone.
Great escape.
Right to the JSA.
He called me like, man, listen, I'm gonna be on the flight, man. Come pick
I
me
need
up.
you to come grab me, bro.
I
You got out of town.
I said, I thought you was gonna be there for a week. You're like, no, man, I'll tell you when I get there.
Too.
Oh.
Yeah, he did.
How hard is it to leave somebody when, like, how long were y'all together?
We was together like 3 months.
Oh.
We knew each other like 2 years.
Okay.
We was like,
When a man knows, he knows.
You asked before.
The man knows.
I
I think I ain't gonna even lie.
Question. Did you have to go through it?
I ain't gonna even lie to you, right? When it comes to real, you know how you be like hearing females, they be calling they man like bitches. And,
Yeah,
like,
I all play that.
okay, so
Bitch
I've
ass
never,
nigga.
I've never spoken to Rook like that, right? The worst thing I ever, this is like 4 years ago. The worst thing I ever said to Rook in the midst of an argument, I don't even cuss at Rook for real when we be arguing. Like
Called him a
whenever
liar.
we get into it, no, I said fuck you, right? I said fuck you.
Damn.
Yeah, right. That's harsh.
Yeah,
Hold on. Wait a minute.
I said it. It was the first and last time I ever said it, but I understood right then and there
Don't go
That ain't
how
what
far
you said.
disrespect was going.
yeah, don't cross this line. Don't
Oh no, you tripping?
Yeah,
Okay.
them words don't live here.
That was it. Them words do not live in this
Them
home.
words don't live here.
Again, even when we have disagreements, we do not cuss at each other. He, you know what I'm saying, a bitch ass nigga, all that shit. No, none of that shit exists. If you can't talk to me with using your nice words,
So
then it don't exist.
as women, do y'all know how to push a man's buttons to the point of physical assault?
All women do. You know, all women know how to do it. It's whether or not you're the type of woman to exert that type of energy.
I agree with that. And I think that if you have enough respect,
Pissing in the bed ass nigga.
if you have a,
Oh, yeah.
you know what make them mad. You
Because
know what
gotta
make them mad.
understand, if you've been with a man, especially if like he's the type of man that loves you enough to confide in you, you know the nigga deepest darkest shit. Like you know. Yeah, he done gave you. You know what I'm saying? Y'all done laid up and y'all done might have messed around and he comfortable and he laying on you and he like, yeah, baby, I remember that time when I was 8. Like, you know.
I got a different take on that. I think women know who to try that shit with. Women know not to talk to me like that. 'Cause they know I'm gone. I'm like him. You talk to me one time, you say some shit out of your body, it's over with. You may as well cancel Christmas, all national holidays. I'm gone.
All national holidays.
All that. You can forget it. Some women, I think they maybe from past trauma, that's become their MO. But I think with some women I've met that went through that, they know just not to, don't take that. Don't come at me like that.
Oh yeah. And that's and you know what? And you know what Rook told me? He said, you got one. And that was your one.
Oh, bro.
That was it.
We're gonna leave it at that.
Yeah, it's one. And that's it. That's it.
And I think I have a really bad mouth, but I think it is depending on who I'm with. Because if you have somebody got that energy where you know this is a man, this is a genuine man, and he not a fuck boy, I think that's a lot to do with it. Because when I feel like he a fuck boy, I feel like my mouth just don't stop. Like
no, you know what happens?
like,
I got to tell you, me and him, we talk about this. You know what it is that keeps you going in that arena? It's because a lot of men, they be emitting feminine energy, going back and forth, matching that energy.
Yeah, I'm not going
I say what
back
the
and
fuck
forth.
I say one time with the shit, and I don't even got to get even an aggressive tone. I just state myself very firmly. And a woman will just be like, she'll self-adjust, like autocorrect, like an autocorrect button. I don't have to be like calling out of her name or we got to go back and forth. I don't do that.
and I be wanting that. I be wanting somebody where they can just look at me and be like,
I be like this.
shut your motherfucking ass up. And I'll be like, oh, yes.
No,
No, well, no. I'm not. No, I don't want the type. No, I'm saying I want somebody.
The presence.
The
She said
No,
no.
not
That
just
was
not-
her way of explaining it.
Joker.
That was her way of explaining it. Yeah.
And like I can tell you now, like sometimes I can as people, right? You may get overly excited in certain situations, or you may and Rook is just like that. Like it be moments where Rook will look at me and I know like, ooh, okay, I might be doing a little too much. Like
I want
pull
that.
it together. Like,
I don't
you
want
know what I'm
nobody
saying?
to talk to me bad.
And and like you said, that's masculine energy. That's not only him exerting his masculine energy, but that's me accepting his
Receiving it.
masculine
That's
energy
1000% correct.
and getting into my feminine energy. At the end of the day, he leads. So however he stay moved, because I can't see myself in this room with everybody. I don't. Sometimes you become unaware of body language and what you're doing and what you're saying. Sometimes you can become aware. So when Rook says, hey, you need to sit down, or hey, chill out for a second, or whatever, I take heed to that because he's watching me. I'm not watching myself. So whatever he say goes, and I respect it every single time. There is no argument, especially when we out in public. Whatever Rook say when we in public, that's what happens when we're. I don't give a damn how I feel about it, because if it's a true problem and we want to talk about when we get home, we can talk about when we get home. But if Rook say sit down and we somewhere, I'm gonna sit my ass down. Rook say be quiet while I'm outside, I'm gonna be quiet. Like
we'll talk about it later or whatever happened.
Like
Said like, listen, yeah, I gotta explain. I shouldn't have to explain it to you right now. Let me just tell you, and we'll talk about it later.
I wasn't gonna say nothing, but I gotta say this. And this is the truth, man. I done been in married relationships. I done been married and divorced twice. Neither time I got married, I should have never got married. I got married for all the wrong reasons. So I knew what I was getting into. But as I went in long relationships, all my failed relationships, and then I met a woman. And when I met a woman, I met a woman. And I met a woman last year sometime from Northern California, man, had just lost her father, man, and her and her father was very close, man. When I tell you involved in the divine feminine, I'm talking about the divine feminine woman. I mean, and I'm able to, because I'm still in my masculine space, sis, yeah, and that's my baby, Big Dom, yeah, and I'm able to, man. I tell people this. I've never been in a relationship where, and this man will tell you, I don't even argue. We've never even had a damn disagreement. And it ain't because we're not trying. We just, but it was on me. I learned how to invoke that, where we're just leaving this open to perspective, not a right or wrong. Once I think the mechanics of our relationships get fucked up is because we get into the dogma of right and wrong. You have to come prospectively to your woman and say, hey, she's the X chromosome. She's not man and woman. We are part woman, and a woman is nothing like us. We are the X and the Y, which is why we have nipples. Don't say pause either.
I want to pause it though.
No, you can't say
pause it though.
No, that's to show our vital. No, hey, man, y'all men, y'all tap in. No, check this out. No, but that's we don't lactate children. But I'm talking about on the subatomic level. I'm gonna push past this shit.
I'll be like on the outside perspective, like watching him and sis relationship, like they take time, they let each other communicate with each other.
It's so important. It'll kill arguments all day.
People like to jump to conclusions and then you will see two defensive people in a relationship and they take everything as a slight toward each other. Right. Next thing you know, they have the WWE down in the hallway.
It makes for better sex though. That good ass argument.
That's not.
That's toxic.
So do shrooms.
That toxic sex.
So do shrooms.
So do shrooms.
So do shrooms.
Get on the flight.
Shout out the shrooms. Yeah.
Hey, we do got to land this plane though, because we got things to do. But Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, at the end of the day, when you're in a relationship with somebody, y'all both have to understand that y'all are two separate people. Y'all weren't raised by the same people in the same households with the same values. A man is his own man outside of being your man, and that woman is a woman outside of being your woman. And so when you have disagreements and you seek understanding over everything else, then things work out better, because at the end of the day, I'm just trying to understand you and why you think this way and how we can figure out how to take your feelings on things and my feelings on things and make them work together.
I had a real opinion on it, but we can't be here all day. So I want to make sure we Busy B, make sure we shout out what you got going on, big homie. I want to make sure we shout out what you got going on while y'all on this podcast. Busy, we can start with you, man. What's going on in the world?
Man, first of all, man, thank y'all for having us, man. Y'all were having an amazing podcast, amazing platform, man. Y'all keep delivering, man, the good word, the good message, the positive energy to all the people, man. And outside of all that Paul shit, man, I'm as heterosexual as they come, man. Don't listen to none of these niggas, man.
It's funny because once he opens the gate of pause, everything that follows,
it floods.
That's
how it floods. It floods.
That's when you know you're around people that know you.
Yeah, the first one. That's crazy. That was
Y'all running back and see if anything was said.
Went back to it.
Yeah, if anything was pause worthy, y'all let us know in the comments.
This is terrible.
I got
Let the fans decide.
I clipped up on everything I said. I'm Mr. Pause. This is my
Big homie, what you got coming on, man?
Man, first and foremost, thank you for having me. This is dope. We gotta do this again, man. I got the Retrieval series coming. We got the Can't Make This Shit Up series is out. Man, we got shows coming, movies coming. Just rolling, man. New real life interview coming. That's gonna be highly informative. I think everybody gonna enjoy it for sure. We working.
Media Bay.
Yeah, it's your girl Media Bay. If you don't know, you better get to know. Right now, it's about selling these houses. Yes, I do media, but real estate is my main thing. So if you want to buy, sell, relocate, whatever you want to do when it comes to real estate, I'm your girl.
Whoa.
Joker, you got anything?
Everything is Real Life Street Stars. Y'all got these interviews coming up, man. We about to take over for the first quarter of 2025. We see some next, we stepping on them. And we're gonna keep applying pressure. So
aggressive.
y'all stay tuned.
Rook?
Real Life Street Stars. That's all we doing. Next year, Real Life Street Stars.
That's exciting. It's Real Life Street Stars. Please make sure you check out the Real Life Street Stars interview. Make sure you check out the Only for the Fans podcast. We talk to all the ladies on that podcast, all the baddies, you know what I'm saying? So if you want to know what's going on with that, check into that. Again, if you've made it this far and you still have not subscribed, I don't believe anything that you say. So subscribe to the channel right now. Drop a like, drop a comment. We love you guys. We appreciate you guys. And until next time, so let's talk about it, the podcast.
All right.
Real life. If that shit ain't real life,
it ain't real life. Just ain't real. Real life street stars.